Hello, everybody. My name is Judy Heumann. I'm from Brooklyn. I spent 25 years of my life growing up in Brooklyn, and I, on a regular basis, discuss how growing up in New York, in Brooklyn, and in the state really helped form who I am as a disability rights advocate. I was so very touched when I was told that I was going to be inaugurated into the Hall of Fame. I have such deep respect for the work that disabled people have been doing in New York for generations now, decades, like since the 1940s, really, when the disabled veterans began to really organize through groups like Eastern Paralyzed Veterans Association. But my development in New York, both with discrimination and the work and empowerment of the disability rights community, really, I think, has helped form the backbone of the disability rights movement in the United States. And I am forever grateful that I've been a part of that. When I was in Brooklyn and graduated from Long Island University and went to get my teaching license and was denied my license because I couldn't walk, it was really because of the support of friends of mine in New York that we gathered together to really say that if I were to move forward with a lawsuit, it wasn't me alone, it was really the community. And I think for that, I've been forever grateful. I'm sure many of you have seen Crip Camp and know about the importance of Camp Jened. Both the lawsuit in New York and the beginning of the film, Crip Camp, was before there was an independent living movement in the United States, or before it was given a name. So I think when we look at the evolution of the independent living movement, which I went from Brooklyn to California to Berkeley to become a part of the growth and evolution of the first CIL in Berkeley, California. But over those years, it's been my privilege really to continue to work with many of you in New York and look at the role that New York State has played and New York City has played in the growth and development of centers for independent living. Today, in 2022, we are in a much different position than we were when I was first born in 1947. And while we are not yet where we need to be, much of those accomplishments really need to be seen as the result of work that the members of the NYSILC and other centers in New York and around the country have been doing. I think we have really led by example in taking the discrimination that we've experienced and not just complaining about it, but actively looking at solutions. And the ability for the centers to come together in New York and nationally through the National Council on Independent Living and other silks around the country, I think everyone watching this can take partial credit for that, because it's been your endurance, your fight at your local levels and at the state level, dealing with the rights and helping individual people get the benefits that they need and services, and the ability to really look at justice as something which is obtainable, not overnight. I think we obviously know from our experience that it's little by little, and not only that, that we also have to always be careful about things falling backwards and not continuing to move forward. So thank you again very much. I hope that the work that I've been doing over my lifetime really is seen. I get emotional, really, when I was told I was going to get this honor. I did cry a little bit because New York is really a very special place for me, as I've been saying. And everybody who knows me knows that I'm always a little weepy, especially around things like this. So Thank you very much. I'm honored to be honored with so many other great people that are being installed in the Hall of Fame today, but for all the others in the past. Deep appreciation for people, Pat Figueroa, Bobby Lynn, Marilyn Saviola, and many others who are really not only known in New York, but known around the country for their leadership. And thank you, Denise, for being a good friend.